Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol MDXG. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like through this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious or rub salt in the wounds or anything, but pretty brutal day here. But from a trading perspective, this has now presented us with a pretty interesting potential bounce setup. And the bounce setup all essentially begins with both attempts on the bearish part to push downwards. What do I mean by that? Well, the first attempt was the gap down all the way down there. And on the gap down, take note of where the price eventually bottomed out, right there. Then the price made a nice little bounce to the upwards direction. And then the bears once again pressed the price down. Now on this press down, where did the price go? Or in other words, how far did the bears make progress? Well, right there. And not to insult your intelligence, I'm going to get this out of here, but this area right here is higher than this one. Or in the world of charts, we would call that higher lows. And when you have higher lows being built, especially after big beatdowns like this, while there's no such thing as a guarantee, it does create interesting scenarios. So to kind of assign some numbers to this, the key level of support that really stands out to me going into tomorrow is this $6 mark. If $6 can continue to hold, that is presenting a potentially bottoming portion and pattern here where you could see a nice bounce. Now, if you've traded long enough, this all means a little bit more to you because, like I said, if you've traded for an extended period of time, then you know that when stocks get beat down in a hurry, they can produce some very nice bounces, especially down in this price range. So again, while I'm not saying a bounce is for sure going to happen, it would not be shocking at all. But, if a bounce has any sort of chance of happening, $6 needs to hold. If there is some sort of plunge to the downside, then the 580 area becomes that much more important. But as it stands right now, seemingly there are buyers that are stepping in at $6. So now the question becomes, can the price push forward and create some sort of bounce? So in the event this does start to head upwards, let's talk about a couple areas of resistance. Initial area going to be right up here at, let's see, what is that? About $6.60. You can see quite a bit of price history right around there. If the price can somehow push through $6.60, the next key level to keep an eye on right up there at the $7 mark. So $6.60 and then 7, those two key levels of resistance. And this is just too clutter-filled. I'm going to get rid of that line there because, if $6 cannot break, then in my opinion, the price is at least headed down to $5.80, if not even lower. So just focus on that $6 being the key level of support. So interesting setup going into tomorrow. I know I'll be watching it. Let's see how it all plays out and see how this one can close out the week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.